Welcome to our season finale of EP World Live series. None of this would have been possible without the unselfish contribution of the visionary EP leaders from around the globe. In our last episode, you will witness another breakthrough approach in Brugada syndrome ablation, performed by Professor Carlo Pappone and his teammate, Professor Giuseppe Ciconti, and moderated by Professor Pedro Adragao. Witness a fresh, innovative technique to perform safe and effective epicardial access. From the experts, you will also learn to recognize and map the epicardial arrhythmogenic substrate. And at the end of the live case, you will be able to define ablation strategy and procedural endpoints. Take the opportunity to participate with Pappone's EP team. Click the sign up button below to register. More than 30,000 healthcare professionals from over 50 countries have already witnessed the EP World Live series. Check out the important moments from the last episode.
Brugada syndrome substrate is very dynamic. It can be on, as you see here, or off, completely absent. The behavior of the Brugada cells is typically very active during the night and not active during the day. And also the abnormal electrical activity is not present all the day, but has a very typical circadian behavior. On the other hand, the substrate of long QT is very stable, and also in the early repolarization, because we have in the long QT and the early repolarization, the reduction of the voltage with double potential, a lot of fragmentation, in most of the cases fibrosis. Usually we don't find fragmentation or fibrosis in the Brugada syndrome. This region of right ventricle is completely covered by the fat. We are mapping a mixture of fat and myocardial tissue. And this is the reason why we start to think that the immune mechanism coming from the fat are responsible of the majority of the cardiogenetic disease. And in particular, see this region, Fermin. I'm not surprised, because every time we find this situation, so it's not just for chance. See here, we are very close to the tricuspid valve. This is the region of tricuspid valve. And in the most advanced progression, patient with the previous cardiac arrest, the tricuspid valve is strongly associated with fibrosis. You see, in this region, we don't have healthy electrical activity. We have very low potentials, very fragmented. This is a typical substrate of right ventricular dysplasia. At the end of this case, we can confirm that once again, in a patient with long QT, we found the substrate. This substrate is associated with voltage reduction, double potential, fragmentation, and fibrosis. And the abolition of double potential, the homogenization, most probably will eliminate further episode of cardiac arrest or ventricular fibrillation.